So hello everyone, this is going to be the first presentation on our channel. I know that there are many of you who want to learn a new language. So first of all, let me ask you this. What do you know of a language? What is a language? English is a language, Arabic is a language, Italian is a language, French is a language. So what is a language? You are aiming for studying English. So what is English? Do you think that a language is just some words that are put in together to make a sentence, to ask question? Do you think that a language is consisted of some sounds that are pronounced together to communicate with each other? I think that language is higher than that. English is not some words, some sounds, some grammatical structure, but I think that a language means culture, a language means history, a language means traditions of these people who speak these languages. So let me tell you this. When it comes to studying English, so you are facing the culture of people who speak English. For example, I myself, when I was at college, I studied literature. Literature means that I'm studying the history of this language. I studied poems, which were written by Shakespeare. I studied some sonnets, some tragedy, some dramas, novels. I learned a lot about the culture of British people back then, not now. I studied the history. Uh, I think that it went back to 17th century till 20th century. So I've studied a lot, learned a lot throughout the process of learning a language. So a language means culture, history, tradition, and tradition leads to many different aspects. So first thing, that a language is not words, a language is not sounds, but a language is higher than that, deeper than that. You need to open the horizon of your mind. So first of all, let me tell you this. What do you think of the benefits of studying a new language? Why do you study English? Why do you study French? Why do you study German? Why do you study Arabic? Why? Why? Why do you want to be a bilingual person? These are many important questions that you need to ask yourself before starting studying or learning a new language. Let me tell you this. Our mind is consisted of two halves, the left and right hemispheres, and each one of them is responsible for something. One of them is responsible for moving, creativity, and the other thing is responsible for math, learning languages. I've studied this when I was in first year at college, especially when I studied for phonetics. Phonetics mean that the sounds of the letters. They told us that our mind is consist of small boxes. When we hear the sound of a letter, for example, when I told you that letter A makes the sound ah, so your ear is sending this sound into a box, and after hearing it more than once, so your mind is putting it into the right box, so you can regain it whenever you hear it again. For example, I told you that it's an ah. Later on, I'm gonna tell you that apple, so you'll know that the first letter is ah, because the box inside of your mind. So the first benefit of learning a new language is developing your mind from being a beast into a civilized people, because the first men didn't know how to communicate, didn't know how to use language, so they used drawing. So they weren't civilized, you know that. But when it comes to Pharaoh had a language, so they had a well-structured civilization. So they managed to do a lot of things, and they managed to discover a lot. The second thing about learning a new language is being bilingual. You are aiming to be bilingual. Bilingual means that you are speaking, or you can speak two languages: Arabic and English, Arabic French, Arabic Italian, anything from that. So whenever you are capable of speaking two languages, so you will have a variety of opportunities when it comes to job. For example, you can work as a call center representative, you can work as a translator, you can travel abroad easily, you can be a teacher like me, you can do a lot of things whenever you are capable of speaking more than one language. There are many people who can speak multilingual people, as I told you before, multilingual, they speak more than two languages. It's not difficult, but it needs time. It needs consistency. It needs hard work. It needs practicing. You know that we lack practicing. Let me tell you that the third thing about learning a new language, we told that you learn the develop your brain, being bilingual, open the opportunities or the lead you through to work or to get a higher salary, something like this. Third thing, you learn about the history of this language, the culture, tradition, the way people wear, the way people eat, the food, monuments of this culture. For example, when it comes to learning British accent or English as through the British accents, so the first thing you will learn about that London is London, Big Ben, Big Ben clock when it comes to the thing. If you learn French, so you go with the Eiffel Tower, you know that. So develop your mind, learning new culture, history, job. So these are the benefits of learning a new language. Let me discuss with you the most challenges that you might face throughout the process of learning new language. We all know that learning new thing is not that easy. It requires a lot of you. You know that. So the first thing you'll face is time. We all say that we don't have time, but actually we have a lot of time. We spend this time doing nonsense. We spend this time online, scrolling down, playing, doing bad things. I'm not gonna say shitty things because I'm civilized, educated person. So you'll put yourself against the wall, telling yourself that I don't have time. Actually, you have time. Second thing, which is fear of mistake. This is the most crucial thing about learning a new language. Being a failure doesn't mean that you are a failure. Fail lead to success. You need to fail. You need to make mistakes in order to learn new things, in order to gain new experience. For example, as a child, a male child, masculine child, when he get the age of 14, he wants to have a bike. He wants to try to ride a bike. So the first time he rides a bike, he will fall, until he will learn how to ride this bike. So he learned riding a bike throughout the mistakes that he made previously, throughout the experiences that he gained from the mistakes that he had made. You know that? Yeah, time, fear of mistakes. We all are afraid of facing the community making mistakes, because community judges us according to our mistakes. Community doesn't see the bright side of us, but it only sees the bad thing about us. Finally, I'm gonna tell you this, or talk about the thing that we might do in order to learn new language. There are many applications like Duolingo, but it's not that professional. There are something which is called shadowing. Shadowing is most important thing. Shadowing means that I'm playing some video and record myself trying to imitate them, trying to talk back. You know that. Second thing, which is listening. Listening helps you learn new things. Listening helps you gain new vocabulary, to know the structure, the tradition of these people. So you need to listen. Also, the most important thing, which is recording yourself. It's the fourth time I'm recording myself in order to practice. I know that I might made a lot of mistakes throughout this video, but I'm not afraid of these mistakes. I need to learn from them. I need to develop myself. You know that. Practice makes perfect. Thank you, guys.